So I got a TikTok creator, BBS, Big Belly Sean. He's on the screen. And he's going to get into something. And it's going to make 2 points that I really like go into a lot on my channel and in my content. I actually like his content. He is a regular person. When you get on the internet, a lot of these dudes, especially in the man space, he's not in the man space. He's just doing his own thing. He just keeping it 500,000 on this video. That's all it is. But when you get in this man space, everybody that you look at presents himself as a high value male, a super alpha, super rich, and they all trying to sell you a course, and they all trying to lead you. They all trying to get you on the motherfucking what you call it, in a mastermind group and stuff like that. Like, so you gonna see motherfuckers telling you like you need 50 bodies and a Bugatti to start getting bitches and stuff like that. Buddy right here is regular everyday people. He is regular everyday people, and he's gonna say some things that I really like. Man, we just got to get into it, bro.
Gang, I'm gonna give y'all the perfect reason why I don't trust hoes around young niggas or older niggas. Cause is a bitch going, a bitch going. So a couple years ago, you know what I'm saying, I'm at work. The bitch that I'm dealing with, she worked with me. I'm starting to like her. I'm starting to fuck with her. I ain't gonna lie, the vibes there, conversation there. You know how that honeymoon phase is. You damn near be thinking a person perfect as fuck until they do some stupid shit to fuck up their perception, then it's all over type shit. So at the time, I'm a team lead. So I'm chilling in the office. My supervisor comes into the office. So we sitting there talking, chopping up, having guy talk or whatever. So out of nowhere, we just bring up the hoes. So as we talking about the hoes, he say, oh, you'll never believe this. Look at what I got. This nigga shows me titty pictures, booty pictures, butt naked twerking videos, all type of shit from the bitch that I've been dealing with. Now this whole time, this bitch has been giving me the perception that she's a kept bitch, she's a respectable woman, she's a classy type of person. Whole time, she's sending videos, pictures, and everything under the sun to my supervisor. Then on top of that, she was fucking with my high-low driver as well. You telling me you would rather fuck with a 42-year-old high-low driver than a 24-year-old team lead that tell the high-low driver what to do? Bitch, that's why I don't trust hoes. Like, I don't trust hoes around young niggas or old niggas. Cause if they going, a bitch going, bro. And the shit has fucked me up ever since. Cause like, the bitch used to smile on my face, all that shit. But we really put the icing on the cake. One day she sent me a video of her butt naked twerking. I said, damn, this bitch going crazy. I say, hold on. Bitch, this the same video my supervisor just showed me like 2 weeks ago. So I asked her like, you know, did you make this video today? She said, yeah. I woke up this morning and had you on my mind and wanted to send you this. I cut that bitch off. Oh my God.
Bro, this video right here is so golden for a lot of reasons, man. It's golden for a lot of reasons, man. Let's just get the elephant out the room real quick. I mean, it's a few elephants in the room. It's not even just one, man. The reason I'm jaded the way that I am, and I keep it a beam with you, I'm jaded. I'm jaded because I have seen this, and I've been on both ends of this. Like, and I've even seen this where I'm not even in the equation, bro. I've seen this shit so many times, bro. I've seen this so many times that it's like you can't really believe what a woman's presentation is. It's just so crazy, bro. You just really can't believe it. Let me tell you how full of shit chicks is, bro. This is how full of shit a lot of women are. A woman will hear me just say that right now, and she will be fresh off sucking 2 dicks in 24 hours and still fix the same fingers that she jacked off those 2 dicks with to type in the chat. She will type in the comments, it's about the women you choosing. You just not choosing the right women. You just not. And she know what she be doing. And she knows she be putting on an act with certain dudes trying to see how far she could get with this shit, bro. Like, and that's the first point. The first point is a lot of these chicks is chameleons. I done told y'all that a million times, bro. I done told y'all that a million times. And I'm going to keep it so real, man. It's really just some spooky shit, bro. I'm talking about, man, even when it come to niggas who notice, even when it come to the most, like, you know, man, I got 800 body ass niggas. Even they get bamboozled sometimes, bro. It's just crazy, bro. So you really gotta keep your guard up at all times, man. You kind of gotta assume the worst with a lot of these chicks, bro, because a chick will really present herself a certain way that she really isn't. Like that's what it is. She will really set up the whole presentation and present it to you, and you buy into it, and you like, oh, this is like really a good babe and stuff like it. That's how come you really gotta go. Like if you're talking about relationship, you can't go just based on how you feel and how the vibe is. Like what actual value is this chick bringing to you? Is she enhancing your life? Is she actually doing stuff for you, bro? That's where it begins to matter because what like some pimps, and I hate to bring pimps into it, but even some like, gang gurus and stuff like that, or just even regular guys who just be on social with like regular Mac niggas or whatever, like whatever you want to label it. A lot of dudes believe in, a chick being of utility. I believe that to some extent myself. But what differs me from those other guys that I mentioned, those other types of guys, is they don't care about the chick fidelity. They don't care if the chick is messing with other dudes. They don't care if she is having sex or like, they don't care what she is doing with anybody else as long as she is doing what she needs to do for this guy. Now that's something that most dudes can understand when it comes to, okay, I know this chick is a hoe and the only thing I'm trying to get is some coochie. Like that's something that universally most dudes understand like that. But even then, you still got some people who get tender that the hoes, like the known hoes, like you knew she was a hoe. Everybody knows she ain't lying about who she is. But you mad that she messing with other dudes. You mad because your man want to hit. So that's that right there as far as like, how some people think. I do think a chick should be a utility, but I care about, if I'm actually trying to rock with you, yeah, you can't be smashing nobody else. Like that shit is crazy. But yeah, like I said, because of that, you got to keep your guard up at all times. Which brings me to my second point, which the second point is I don't care how you feel. The whole honeymoon phase thing is real. It happens. It just is what it is. This is why you really need to be on the lookout for red flags. And you also need to get to know the chick so that you could actually vet her. Because this is the thing, what he's in a lucky situation. He's in a lucky situation because he knows guys who know her. So that's the first thing. The second thing is all of these people work in the same place. So it's easy for him to figure out. And this is the other thing. The reason it's lucky is because he's so player and the dudes is so player that like he didn't even have to ask to see that stuff. We could sit here and say like, oh man, the dude showing off the news, that's some weirdo shit, that's some whole shit. We could say all that. I don't do that personally. I don't show anybody anything I get sent. But that saved this nigga. That saved that really, like, bruh, this nigga could have locked in with her. He could have moved in with her. All types of stuff. He could have had a kid with her. That could have ended up being his baby mom. But that saved him. The other dude showing off saved him because he seen, wait a minute, this bitch. And then he found out she was fucking with another dude on the job too. So in situations like that, like you're lucky that you know other people who can tell you about this chick. But when you don't have that, when you don't have somebody else that knows this chick that you can ask, that can give you some information or whatever the case may be, when you don't have that, you got to put in the time. You got to get to know her. And while you getting to know her, you got to be looking for those red flags. I got a whole video, like 16, 16 signs that the chick is a 304 or a bop or whatever. That's going to be on my most referenced videos playlist, so you can go and check that out. But yeah, you see them neck tattoos and things like that. That'll be like the early signs. Oh, she got the cheetah print. All right. So you kind of have an idea what you might be dealing with. But you're going to have to put in that work. You're going to have to, talk to her to figure out that she got 3 baby dads. You're going to have to talk to her to find out what you be doing outside of work. Oh, you okay. So you be, okay, she's an alcoholic. She's an alcoholic. She smoked mad weed. Like certain things go hand in hand with being a hoe. So go watch that video if you ain't watched that. See, the thing about it is that most of these chicks is like this, man. Most of these chicks is like this, man. They gonna tell you they got 3 bodies. They gonna tell you they got 15 bodies, 10 bodies in a conversation and stuff like that. The number really be like 38, 57, 92, 300. Like it really be up there for a lot of these chicks. And even when it do be like, oh, she got 20, man, it be some dirty shit going on within that 20. She be carrying that 20 in a funny way. Like, damn, so one of the bodies is your boyfriend's cousin. Damn, 2 of the bodies is from a trap house train when you was 18, when you was 17. We in our 30s, so it's like, oh yeah, you shouldn't hold nothing against them in their fucking 20s or their teen years because yeah. I don't know no dude who could hear that they girl ever got trained to just be like, man, you know what? That's the past. Just leave the past in the past. Like a nigga could, oh, the past is the past with like a regular body or an ex or something like that. But and even then, depending on who the ex is, like some dudes can't get over that. Like, oh, you was fucking him. Oh no. Oh no. So that's how some dudes will really carry it. Like if they figure out that you smash a certain dude or a certain type of dude, they might be like, bruh, like what? No, this ain't even my speed. No, I can't really rock with you like that. So a train, even if it was when you was 17 and we 38, like like niggas gonna feel like, I don't know, man. I think most niggas is gonna feel some type of way about that. But I'm gonna get to the very last point because so just to recap those first 2 points. First 2 points is number one, these chicks is chameleons, so you gotta watch out for it. Number two, you gotta do your due diligence and vet to find out if this chick is like that. You have to do your due diligence because again, these chicks is chameleons, bruh. They put on the best acts. So now we are at the last point, which highlights a point that I make on my channel all the time. And the reason I make it is because it's a real thing that niggas don't talk about, that niggas advocate strongly against, that they advocate strongly against. And I'm talking about in the history of all of this shit. Everybody advocates against it. But when you look up, this shit happens everywhere all the time. It's happened with the president, multiple presidents, and it's happened at McDonald's. Male and female relations at the job, man. It's not always a bad situation. It's not always as bad as they say it is. And all around the planet, not even just in America, all around the planet, coworkers are fucking. Now, this is the thing. This is the thing. I advocate for it in the right situations. So let me break that down for you. Let me just break that down for you. If you are fucking somebody that is on your level, that's one thing, right? If you are fucking somebody that is below you, that's a whole nother thing depending on your position. Does your job have a high turnover rate? Meaning, is this person going to be gone by next month or before 6 months go up? You know, you are somebody that's going to stick at the job, but do most people leave the job? Do you think that this chick is capable of drama? Do you think the type of personality that she has is going to lead to you having drama at the workplace? If you were in that position where you were above her and stuff like that, do you think she's going to try and exploit that and try and like, get past on some of the rules because she having sex with you and stuff like that? Because I done seen a lot of dudes put themselves in funny positions, playing favoritism and giving chicks a lot of leeway and stuff like that. And then, now everybody on the whole floor knows what's going on and you the hot topic. And it's just like, you got a sticky situation now. So whatever you do, don't do the Dennis the Menace, whatever the dude's name is from Fox. Don't do the thing where, okay, I'm in a high position. I'm going to leverage my power at this job to get some coochie from you. And I'm going to use my power within the job to get you up and stuff. Like, don't do that. Don't do, and that's why it's better to smash people on your level if that's what you're gonna do. So just don't be scandal proof for real. Be scandal proof. Now I could keep going, but I'm gonna make two last points to seal this whole part up as far as all of this. Number one, there's a lot of risk depending on what the situation is as far as who you decide to smash. So, all the things that I said, you should have discernment. So I'm not universally saying like you should be smashing at the job. Like you have to have discernment about your situation because it can be risky. At some jobs, it's not worth it, which brings me to my last point before I get to the good shit. If you have a high position or if you have a career job. So if you were somebody, okay, now you have worked your way up and you are making 70, 80, 100, 120 plus K or whatever it is. Nah, you keep your dick at home, bro. You keep your dick at home. Do not bring your dick to the job. Don't bring your dick to the job. If you have a career job where you might not even work to get up, but you got your degree or you got your tech certification or whatever, and you at a job where it's entry level and you getting that same, like you getting that 80K, you getting that 100K or whatever the case may be, leave your dick at home. It's that simple. Your dick never comes with you to work. Chick flirting with you, bro. Shut that down. Because this is the thing, man. Like, yeah, Bill Gates met Melinda Gates while she was an employee at his company. She was an employee at Microsoft. Bill Gates married an employee. So that's how come I talk all this shit that I talk about, because this shit happens everywhere all the time on all levels. Some people even meet their wives at the job. So yeah, he did that. But it's possible for that to go really bad. And it's possible for that if you are not the CEO and stuff like that. And even in HR, I don't know if Cass is invincible when it comes to HR and public press, when you got a publicly traded company and stuff like that. But yeah, you could lose your career. You could lose your whole career field if shit goes wrong. And the thing about being in a position like that, I'm gonna tell you some real shit before I get to this other shit. When you in those high up positions and you are a person of power and you at a job like that or whatever the case may be, that's when, especially white women, I got to keep it a whole being with you. That's when they want to get on the Me Too type of time. That's when they want to do the big takedown. They don't want to do the big takedown on some warehouse entry level employee. They don't want to do the big takedown and do the whole Me Too on a fucking supervisor at a Amazon warehouse. Nobody's trying to do the big takedown on those guys. But when you are in those positions, like that Bill Gates level position or like whatever, like that's when motherfuckers be trying to like, okay, what's the dude from the fucking news? I don't remember his name, man. When you in that type of position where you got the limelight, that's when bitches get to colluding together, and they like, oh yeah, me too, yeah, oh yeah, all three of us, let's go get Russell Simmons. Yeah, he was doing stuff to us in the '80s. I regret getting clapped in the '80s in front of fucking whatever his name is, the director or whatever. So let me just throw him in, and just because he was there and he witnessed it, and that's gonna make him look bad. Bert Kreischer or whatever the fuck his name was. And yeah, I got fucked in '87. So when you were somebody like of status and stuff like that, man, go get you an escort, go get you some bitches somewhere else. Don't do that. And I know I'm going real long about this shit, so I'm gonna just get to the good shit. But I just got to make that clear, because it would be irresponsible for me to just say, fuck bitches at your job. And somebody somewhere that's like fucking 48 or 32 or even 22 who is in a great position hears that. And they just think for whatever reason, like, yo, the dumper said this, so let me go. Because I mean, if y'all listening to fucking some of these other goofballs online, like some of these fucking like, yeah, you definitely gonna listen to me because I'm a real nigga. I'm just playing, but like, yeah, like a lot of these dudes to me, Just keeping it real, it's clowns, and it's like some of y'all like really be ready to die for some of these clowns. So it'd be like, you know, it is what it is. And this is the thing I try to tell y'all. I'm not trying to fucking lead y'all or nothing. I'm just giving like my perspective for real. Now that we got all of that out the way, you remember I said, some people meet their wife at the job. There are some good women at the job, even if you're trying to get a good woman and stuff like that. But you're gonna have to do your vetting. You're gonna have to do your vetting. You're gonna have to do your vetting. You're gonna have to ask around. You're gonna have to get the whole facts. You're gonna have to do all that. But even then, if you were just trying to smash, I'm gonna keep it so real with you, man. Shout out to oh man, I think his name is Rogue something, man. He commented on a lot of videos, man. He mentioned the call center and stuff like that. Like, you know, call centers, warehouses, like some any job where you wear scrubs and stuff like that. Them chicks is fucking. They are fucking on it, bro. They so many of them chicks at them jobs is fucking. And the thing about that is this is where you spend most of your time. This is where you spend most of your day. So automatically, if you were just flowing and glowing and just talking and socializing, like bonds are gonna be formed. I'm not telling you to just jump out the window and just be trying to smash like the first conversation you have, but come on, man, the way these things happen, if you don't know, if you've never been in this situation, like you come in regular, y'all all just chill, y'all. The vibes get caught, like y'all just talk, just everybody talks, y'all socialize, y'all have conversation and stuff like that, and then some flirting might begin to happen on a day-to-day basis. Somebody kicks it off, and then y'all just flirt here and there during y'all conversations and stuff like. And the tension builds over time. The tension builds over time, man. And that's one of the reasons, like, why I made this page. Not necessarily because of this, but I say all the time, there are takes that I have that are not represented within the manosphere or anything like that. And one of the things that I did, I looked around at all the guys that I know, all of them that I know. And you get online and these dudes is telling you to smash 50 women and work on cold approaching and all this stuff. And I'm like, the dudes that I'm close to, like, don't got to do too much approaching. And even then, a lot of the dudes that I know that hit somebody from their job. Most of them. Most of them. So while it can be good in some cases, it can be risky in others. And for me to just solidify this last part, when we talk about those jobs that I mentioned, like warehouse jobs and call centers or whatever, high turnover rate. People are going in and out. Because I did a lot of call center work in the past. When I looked up, because I used to really have a strict, no, I'm not messing with nobody at the job policy. And I done had some crazy stuff happen to me and I done turned down chicks, all types of stuff. But when I looked up and I thought about it, like 2 years into one of them jobs, I'm like, bruh, nobody I came with is still at this job, bro. Nobody stays. Nobody said so. Even if you do something with somebody, they're going to go, like, or you're gonna go. Like, none of us are gonna be here for the long term. Like, this is not a long-term job. This is not a career. So that's just what it is. So that's the good thing about this video. It shows you. I don't know this cat at all, but he mentioned a whole situation with three dudes and one chick. And if she's not fucking two of them, like, she's at least sending all three of them news. Like, she's at least sending all three of them news. So the situation is outside of me, and I'm just highlighting it to reflect the reality of regular people who don't live in Miami, right? Who don't live in a high-rise penthouse, who don't rent out yachts and, have orgies with James Harden. This is actually what's going on in most of America. This is what's actually happening. So with that, that's it for today, man. Let me know your thoughts. I'm gone.